Okay, good afternoon. Now I'm going to explain you about the tokens. What is first? Uh, Generally, we'll see what is a token. Okay, first we'll take one language, that is English language. That all of you we are familiar with this language. And then I'm saying one sentence that is good is, then immediately you say that this is a wrong statement. How you are saying this is wrong? You know the grammar. What is the grammar here? That is a basic building block, sir. Because he is good is a correct sentence. Here it is follow. This sentence is following some sequence. That the word first word he is a noun, and the second word is a verb, and the third word good is a adjective. Noun, verb, and adjective. This is following some sequence. These are the basic building blocks. These basic building blocks are called tokens of a English language. Similarly, C's also have some basic building blocks that are called tokens. And in this session, we'll see what is the meaning of token and the classification. How many tokens are there in C language? Identifying the tokens from. And after knowing all the tokens, then we'll identify some tokens from our program. Okay, I'll see one by one. First, what is a token? Smallest individual unit of a C program is known as a token. Smallest individual unit in the C language. Smallest individual in English language. Smallest individual part. What is it? He is one smallest word. Similarly, here also you see the program. We know the program, right? Include, hash, include. Already we executed simple program. This is one simple program. Here all the same pre-processing directive is there. Include and is that stdio.h. We are including one header file from our C library, and with the statement include. Using this method, we can include this file, and this is the variable. So we are writing some program void main, and program execution starts from this flower place, and here we have the constant. I am defining one variable with the integer type. I am defining it as a constant because I don't want to change this value during execution. I'll explain in the later session. And printing this number, and with this this is an integer type, that's why I'm giving is the percentage comma and the number. Okay, so I'm dividing this into token. Smallest individual unit of C program is known as a token. Here I divided this program into smallest tokens. Hash is one token, include is one token, this is one token, and stdio is one token, dot is one token, h is one token. Similarly, I divided our program into tokens. Already we discussed that he is good. Okay, all are tokens, and some sequence is there. What is that sequence? Noun, verb, adjective. So we know the grammar, then we can the sequence is correct. We said that the sequence is there. For the compiler also, it should correct. It should say that the syntax is. It should check the correct syntax is. The program is following correct syntax. For that purpose, the compiler, the first part of the compiler is lexical analyzer, will divide this program into smallest units. Okay, smallest unit of a program. From this compiler will check the errors of our program. For the purpose, this program is divided into tokens. Okay, now we'll see how many types of tokens are there. Tokens are 6 types of tokens are there. First one is identifiers, keywords, identifiers, constants, strings, operators, special symbols. Okay, and 6 types of tokens: keywords, identifiers, like English language, noun, verb, adjective, like all those things. So here are keywords, identifier, constants, strings, operators, special symbols. Okay, what is a keyword? We'll see. Keyword have fixed meaning in C language, and we already discussed that C is a group of library files, and some functions are already defined in the library. So some keywords, some words are already defined in the library files, and those words are called keywords, and we should not use these keywords as for other purposes. You remember all those keywords, and okay, auto, and while defining the variables, and you know the variables to perform any task, first we declare variables, and then auto, double, int, struct, and struct is used to declare the structures. Okay, break, some conditional statements, and else these conditional, switch is conditional statements, and all these will have some specific meanings, and all these meanings we will discuss in later sessions. Okay, and next keywords, and we'll divide our program. First, already tokens are divided. We divide the program into tokens, and from these tokens you identify the keywords. Keywords are nothing but they will have some special meanings. You know that? Okay, first you identify the keywords from this one. So what is the keyword from this one? Void is a keyword, right? Here you are defining the main method. So this is while we are discussing the functions, you may not, you know the while. So see here, while is keyword. Okay, while is keyword, and one more is a int. Data type is also a keyword. This is it has a predefined meaning because the num is a variable. It stores the integer variables. The meaning of this one is it stores the integer variables. Okay, and constant, it has some meaning that it is the during the execution we are not going to change this variable value. Okay, so and anything is it only 3 keywords are there. Okay, from this program 3 keywords are there. And next is the identifier. Identifier is a name given to variables, functions, arrays, etc. Okay, user defined names that we are given to the variables. What is a variable? So to perform any task, first we define some functions and some variables, and variables also to store values. We'll declare some variables, and that the variables names are given, and those names are called identifiers. Okay, and we should follow some rules while defining the identifiers. Okay, identifier, the names are sequence of characters and letters, including with the underscore. The identifier should not start with the digit. Okay, it must, and it should not be a keyword. Keyword should not be used as a identifiers. It cannot contain any white spaces. Suppose you are using any 2 words as a variable name, you should not include a white space between those words. Okay, you identify the identifiers from this program, and what are the identifiers here? Names that are given to variables and the functions. Here what are the names? So include is also a method name. Okay, stdio is also a name, h is also a name, main is the function name, and num is a name of variable, and the printf is the name of the method. Okay, these are the methods. Okay, identifiers from this program. And the next thing is keywords, identifier, and then after the classifications, what is the next classification? Constants. Constants are also normal like variables. In the previous when we are discussing about the identifiers, I already explained you that. What are the? I already explained you constant also. Constant, keyword constant. Constant says that variable should not be changed during the execution. It cannot allow modifications during the execution of a program. The value of the variable cannot be modified. Okay, and variables are of any types. Numeric variables are there, character variables are there. In the numeric variables, the integers are integers and floating variable. Integers are nothing but normal digits 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and the floating points are there. Real fraction values. Floating points are nothing but real numbers. Here, suppose if you want to say any accurate value 0.0, if my height, if our height is 4.2, may not be a exact value 4.2, 3.2, something is there. Okay, height, weight 2.2 kgs, 2.3 kgs, like that. To mention accurate values of anything objects, then we go for the floating point variables, and that can be done with the floating point constants, and other type of some constants are there, octal and hexadecimal constants, but in programming languages lately these are using, and we'll discuss it later. And the character constants also, and some variables can be declared as a characters, and character is nothing but single letter. If it is a group of character, then it will become a string. Okay, here I am saying that character constants can, if you are defining one variable as a character constant, it cannot be changed. Num is one variable name. I want to define it as a character constant. Then num a is assigned to num, but it is character, and this can be declared as a char. That should be declared within the single. But when you are going dealing with the numerics, directly you will assign this value, num equal to 5, we assigned. But here within the single quotes, if it is a character constant, within the single quotes a. If it is a string constant, within the double quotes you write the value of the string. Okay, this is the string, and from the previous program we defined the identify the constants. In this program we have only one constant, that is integer constant 5. Only the 5 is the answer from this program. And the string already we discussed that should be declared in double quotes. Okay, this is what is the string here within the double quotes. Number is %t. This is the string. And operators, we already familiar with the all mathematical operators. Mathematical operators are used, but only the representation is different in the this programming language. We know all these things in this one, and basically operators are divided into two operators: unary operators and binary operators. Unary operators means suppose you are performing one operation, that is addition of two numbers a plus b. Here a and b are called operands. It's a unary operators are nothing but they operate only on single operand, a plus plus, nothing but I am incrementing a value by 1. Unary operator. Okay, a minus minus, I am decrementing a value by 1. Okay, this is that act on only single operand. Those are called unary operators. And binary operators, only arithmetic operations. Here 7 types of operators are there. Arithmetic operators to do the mathematical calculations: a plus b, a asterisk. Multiplication here is represented with the asterisk in the division. And modular operator. Modular operator is percentage. Okay, relational operator. And the relational operators are used to compare the two values: a less than b, a greater than b. Yeah, we'll discuss all these things in later, and we'll have some sample programs also. Here we are having broadly, because we are discussing about the tokens. Just we'll have a glance of all the operators and logical operators. Logical operators, union, or already you solve some programs. If 1, 2 conditions are true, 1 and 1, then your a union b is a intersection b is, that is AND operator. Intersection is AND operator. Union is OR operator. Okay, because if 2 conditions are true, then you say that this is a correct. If any one of the condition is true, then you can do something like that. And the logical operators can perform some logical operations, and we'll see all these things in detail. Assignment operators are used to assign some values to the variables. Conditional operators, based on the condition, we perform some actions that can be done with the conditional operators, and the symbol of the conditional operator is this question mark. And the bitwise operators, in C, not in C, programming in computers, everything is can be done with the bits and ones and zeros. These are called bits. So for finding the bitwise operations, the operations at the bit level can be done with the bitwise operators, and special operators are also there in special operators. We'll discuss in the pointers and functions. Okay, so from our program we'll identify some operators, and simple operator is the assignment operator, that is. Okay, only one operator is there, that is assignment operator. Special symbols, only underscore we are using as a, yeah, tell me, only underscore is used as a identifier, can be used as a identifier, but we didn't use any other symbols. Okay, here some special symbols are listed out, that are brackets and parentheses and braces, comma, semicolon. All these will have some meaning in the C language. Okay, these cannot be used for some other purposes. They have predefined meaning, but these cannot be used as a for others, cannot be used as names of variables. Okay, they will have some predefined meanings. Preprocessors and brackets tells that when defining arrays, we use these brackets for defining array elements, and parentheses used to in the functions to define the parameters, and braces are used to open and closing a method, and the comma is used for separation in the conditional operators and function calls also, and semicolon is used to invoking the initialization list, and asterisk is used for pointers, and assignment is used to assigning the values, and preprocessor is used to include the header files or macros before compile and transfer before execution of your program. Okay, and we'll see all these things. Preprocessor, how the preprocessor will work. It's okay. And what are the special symbols? Here you have so many special symbols. We'll list all those. Okay, these are the hash symbol is one, less than, dot, greater than, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open brace, round brace, and comma and colon. Okay, and semicolon. Okay. Thank you. This is about the tokens, and next we'll see what are the operators in detail. Okay, thank you.